Okay, today on Music Street we are adding re. So we've already talked about how lot number 1 is do. We know lot number 3 is mi. We don't know lot 4. We know lot 5 is so, and we know lot 6 is la. Now we've got our next home, and that is lot number 2. And lot number 2 is re. Let's look at the relationships. In the past, we've said do has to skip to go to mi, and mi has to skip to get to do, right? That's how it works. Mi has to skip to get to so, and so has to skip to get to mi. La has a step relationship with so. They just have to step right next door to visit each other. And now we need to figure out where re falls in the mix. So if you look, re is in lot number 2 between lot number 1 and lot number 3. So re comes right in between do and mi, and so they are both one step away from re. Re is only a step away from do and a step away from mi. Re comes right in between. Now, if I look, I have to see, do I skip over one lot to get to so or la, or is it more than one lot from re to so or la? So I look, and I'm like, okay, this would be a skip. And that, oh, that's an extra step. So you know that you have to jump over more than one lot in order to get to so there's a leap there. And the same thing would be for la, another leap. What does this mean for us on the staff? Well, let's take a look. I'm going to put my do key up again. Here's my do key. It's telling me that do is in the first space, and we know our spaces are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, and our lines are also numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then our staff goes from low to high, right? And I can put my pitches in. So I'm going to write a little composition here, and we're going to see if we can figure some stuff out. Ooh, I'm running out of space. I can move this over a little bit. Okay, so I'm looking at my composition. I'm going to move that over because it kind of is in the way. And I have to figure out first, whoops, I first need to know how many do's do I have, where are all my do's? Because if I can find do, I can find everything else. I know the relationship. I know which ones are skips away and which ones are steps away. So I look and I see my do key. And my do key is in the first space, so I automatically know that anything in my first space is a do. Woohoo! There we go. Then I have to start thinking about the other relationships. We have talked about this, where do is in a space, then mi is in a space, then so is in a space. They all are in their place. So I can think about that. When do is in a space, then mi is in a space. So I now know that space number 2 has to be anything that is mi. And I can write those in. I gotta fix this one too because it's not totally in the space. That was my bad. And I can keep going and find so. When do is in a space, then mi is in a space, then so is in a space. They all are in their place. Cool. I have no other so's but the one up there. Now I can figure out, okay, there's a note right here that is directly on the line above so. What pitch could that possibly be? Well, if you've been paying attention, you know that our note that is one step above so, and that our lines and spaces go space to line is a step, line to space is a step, space to line is a step. You know that you can determine, choose a different color here, that this is the line directly above so it must be so's next door neighbor, la. All we have left now is we found do, mi, so, la, mi, something, do. We know that what becomes between mi and do, we can figure this out easy. What did we learn came between mi and do in the last slide? Re. So this pitch must be re. I need to use another different color for that. Let's use orange. It's kind of hard to see, but there it is. So now I know that that second line is re, and if I had anything else on the second line, I would know that it's re. So I can read this from beginning to end. Do, mi, sol, la, mi, re, do. And I'm all set. Now you've learned how to read do, re, mi, sol, and la on the staff and how they're related to each other. Once you know that, you can do anything. Whoops. And so I'm going to challenge you. I have to delete everything here and then go back. Ah, not that. Oh no. I am going to challenge you, let me lock this, to tell me if I make a new composition what the names of my notes are. So I'm going to leave do in the same place in this space. And again, because I just want to be helpful here, I'm numbering these lines. Whoops. So that you can think about that. And this did not get moved to the right place here. Okay. You go through now and you determine which notes are do, which are re's, which are mi's, which are so's, and which are la's. You can write the pattern from beginning to end in the question box that comes after the video. Good luck.